Hello trade pros. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about the truth about day trading. I've been trading since 2001 and have learned a lot along the way. And even though this industry is mostly marketed on overnight success, the truth is far from that. So let's head to the office together and I'll tell you the truth and how it could be a good career for you and how to do it the right way. First topic I want to cover, and I believe it is the most important, is this. The trading industry will sell you this business as a get-rich-quick scheme. Make instant riches overnight. Here's the one strategy to success to solve all your problems. And you've heard the rest of the marketing pitches that go around in our business. But here's the part about this. To be a professional trader, you have to treat this like a profession, like a real job. You're gonna need to put time in to develop yourself and hone your craft. But the most important thing to understand is that this is gonna take time and effort. And once you accept this part, that to be a professional, successful trader will take you a little bit longer than you may have thought or you may have been marketed to, it really calms you down and gets you to start thinking in terms of building an action plan. Let go of the expectation that in just 2 weeks or a month or whatever you're thinking, you're gonna solve all your financial troubles, because what ends up happening is you build false expectations, and then when you don't perform according to the expectations you've set, which were unrealistic to begin with, you start to feel as if though you're behind, you start to build up judgment, doubt in yourself, and that really deteriorates your psychology as a trader, and psychology is the #1 thing for success. So here's the goal I have for you. Set a challenge for yourself to learn just one thing a day. Instead of at the beginning making it a focus to learn everything all at once and only be able to apply a small fraction of it, make it a challenge instead to learn just one thing every day and hone it, practice it, and perfect it. Because now you've let go of the expectation that this is an instant get-rich-quick scheme. You're gonna be able to go through your schedule and learn at a more modest but a more efficient rate. So this is very important, and it's why it's the first thing I mentioned to you about the truth of day trading. The second most important part is actually having a trading plan. A lot of the times when we go into interview or build up our career as everyday 9-to-5 employees or working for somebody else, all right, we have a progression plan and we tell ourselves, when this happens, I'm gonna do this. And once you get hired into a job, you receive job aids, training, etc. And you know that there's a pace at which you're gonna develop, all right? But the important part is you have a plan. You have roles and responsibilities, and you know what you're gonna do when the time comes that you're in your new job. It's the same thing as trading. Trading at the end of the day is just a new job that you're taking on, and you're starting at the beginning. So having a trading plan is of the utmost importance. A trading plan will tell you when you're gonna take risk, when there's an opportunity in the market, how much profit you're gonna make per trade, how much you're gonna risk per trade, obviously, as well. All right, when will you take the profit? When will you make sure the profit continues to run, or when will you cut profit sooner? What type of opportunities you're looking for? And here you have to be very specific, because when you don't have a plan, what you're planning to do is anything. And when you do anything, you create information that's useless. But when you have a plan and follow it, even if that plan is not successful, you're able to extrapolate that data, learn from it, make adjustments, and move forward. So having a trading plan is the most important part. Now we have a resource for you on how to build a trading plan. I will include that in the link in the description or in the info button at the very top. The most important part is not the trading plan itself, but that you actually have one and you're disciplined and focused enough to follow it. All right, the truth about day trading #3. It takes way less capital than you think. All right, many new traders believe that they have to have $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 in order to earn an income that replaces their current 9-to-5 job. Well, that's not true. Theoretically, with just $3,000 US, you're able to make $500+ a day and replace your income. However, the important part is not the capital, it's how you manage the capital. Because in a trading job, the way it differs from every other job is that you're actually working with money. In every other 9-to-5 job, you're working for money. And so that psychological shift is a little harder for traders to grasp. And at the beginning, we don't do math at TradePro Academy. Just start with $3,000 and make it into $100,000. Because yes, it's possible. Traders at TradePro Academy have done it with less and accomplished way more. But that's not the math you need to worry about. What you need to understand about day trading is it takes a lot less money than you think, and you likely already have the savings to start day trading. The problem isn't the capital, it's knowing what to do with that capital. The discipline, the patience, and the focus to execute your strategy is where capital is made. So you already have enough capital, and that's the good news, is that the startup cost to enter into this industry is very low. And that's the truth about day trading. That's why it appeals to a lot of traders, but the failure occurs because that's the only part that they really understand and learn. And from there, they're not able to really apply the strategy. Maybe it's a lack of plan, a lack of discipline, or just flying by the seat of their pants, thinking they're gonna wing it in this industry. And believe me, winging it has never worked. Of all the traders that I know, and I know a ton of successful traders, none of them have succeeded from the very first shot. All right, that story, going back to point number one on the way it's being marketed to you, only happens in the marketing materials. The real trading path is a little more challenging. We'll talk about that in a moment. Another point I want to bring up on the account balance aspect is this. Many new traders will start with more money than they actually need. And that's where the problem occurs. At the beginning, having more money in your trading account is actually a bigger liability because you don't know what to do with it yet, and you haven't earned the right and the experience to manage that kind of position size. So what you want to do is, no matter how much money you have or how little, you have to start small in this industry. And the best part about that is that you can start with small capital. And as you gain experience, as you put some more screen time in, as you find success with your trading plan, you reward yourself by increasing your position size. Trading bigger is a reward for trading well. It is not a way to get yourself out of problems, all right? And trading bigger is not a strategy you only lose when you're down and add more hoping it comes back. Now, we go through a lot of these tendencies in a little bit more detail in this video, and we completely cover trading psychology in our elite subscription at TradePro Academy. The truth about day trading, number 4, every day is a fight. If you're looking to make trading methodical and something that you don't feel any risk and it guarantees you income on a daily basis, if you're looking for safety and that's your most important value out of a job opportunity, then trading may not be for you, because I'll tell you this much, every single day is a fight, all right? It's not easy money. You have to work hard for it. You have to be resilient, patient, disciplined, and you have to wake up every morning excited that if you do well, you get paid really well. And if you don't, you may not make money. It's a very performance-driven job, and it's closer to being an athlete than it is to be a 9-to-5 employee as a manager or a desk job elsewhere. It's a performance-driven industry, and you have to be excited by the opportunity to perform more than you're scared by the failure aspect of it, and we'll touch on that in a little bit. Another thing to realize is if you're gonna fight every single day as a job, the fight gets easier. As you build strategy and experience, you start to learn how you could win the fight more regularly than not. But it's still important to know that in a job where you fight every single day, you're gonna have losing matches as well. Even professional traders who have been doing this for decades have losing days. And if you ever hear a trader tell you, I haven't lost a day or a single trade, or I have 99% winning rate, that's a red flag right there. Most traders will have overall in their span consistent profitability, but there are stretches where you underperform and may even lose money on some days. And it's your professional experience that'll help you bounce back. The goal of trading is not to eliminate losing days, but it's actually to limit the amount you lose on those losing days. So when you start to get drawn into a down day, being able to catch that physiologically and psychologically to tell yourself, hey, I'm off pace here. Maybe I should take it a little bit slower. I'm not able to perform at 100%, so let me not leverage or put 100% of the risk on the table that I normally do. So being able to catch yourself in those moments where you may be a little bit less than 100% or less optimal as a performance athlete, like we talked about, is very important for your longevity of your career. So at the beginning, your goal is not to make as much money as possible. Your goal as a new trader is to lose as little money as possible and practice prudent and disciplined risk management. And that starts with a plan. And the more important part about a plan is you executing it. Truth about day trading number 5. When you become successful enough at trading, you will be leaving the job that you do today. And you will be relying on trading in order to provide your financial stability and that of your family and yourself. But leaving your boss doesn't mean that you don't have a boss. And that's where there's a common misunderstanding. When you leave your job and become a trader, yes, you lose the boss, but simultaneously you become the boss. So you have to be able to be very self-reflective and brutally honest and evaluate yourself. There has to be 2 people within you in this trading business. One is the employee that executes, and the second is the boss that gives the orders and instructions. The boss of you will be the person who creates the strategy, creates the plan on how to execute it, creates your risk management strategy, what products to trade when, what markets, what type of structure. And the employee you has a simpler task, but the harder job, and that's to execute. With discipline, be meticulous, be cautious, and treat it like a job. So you have to split yourself into 2, not physically, we won't take any liability for that, but to split yourself into 2 in your psychology to be able to manage yourself and to execute based on your managed expectations. That twofold approach is very hard for newer employees to master, especially those who haven't had any management experience in another role or capacity. And so in trading, that part is probably the most important when you're first starting out, is to separate yourself, create the 2 roles, and manage yourself. Leaving your boss makes you the boss of yourself. You may be the hardest employee you've ever managed, and you may be the best boss or the worst boss. The point is, no matter where you're starting, if you're self-reflective and giving yourself a chance to receive feedback and apply it into your trading, you're gonna be improving on a daily basis. And remember, as long as you improve a little bit every single day, in 5 years, you're gonna make a massive difference. You're gonna make a massive leap. There's a quote by Tony Robbins that says, most people overestimate what they could achieve in 1 year and underestimate what they could achieve in 5. And I absolutely love that quote. It's certainly true for trading. Now, another aspect that comes with being a boss and providing yourself an opportunity to be the boss is this: it's accountability. When you're trading in the corner of your bedroom by yourself, very dangerous things could happen. There's no oversight or a support mechanism or even a feedback loop to improve and catch yourself where there may be mistakes happening costing you thousands of dollars and opportunities where it could be improving your trading strategy. That's why it's important to belong to a trading community, because in a community environment, you're on a team. This is a team sport. When you trade in the market, you're trading with people and against others both at the same time. So when you belong to a community of successful professional traders with experience, they're able to help you catch those moments of self-reflection, be able to give you feedback on your trading strategy, your analysis, and anything you need. They'll provide you support, helping you build yourself as a trader, and you'll be able to provide support to other less experienced traders than you and help build them up as well. And by you teaching others, you're learning the most, and you're at the same time receiving information and pulling from more experienced traders. The community aspect is so important that it can't be overlooked. Here's a little challenge for you. Go on Google and type in professional trading desk and have a look around. What do you notice? Software that they're using? No, we have the same access. More capital? We need less capital than we believe. What you do see in those pictures that's the most common is people. There are other traders around them, and that community environment focuses on accountability, on feedback, and on support. And accountability is super important. If you're not accountable to anyone, you're not accountable to yourself as well. At TradePro Academy, we trade daily with our community members in the live markets every Monday to Friday. And it's an amazing environment where not only do we earn profits together, we learn and we build our character as traders. The markets continue to evolve and change, and with hundreds of traders around the world, we're able to adapt to that change much quicker than if we were in the corner by ourselves in our bedroom trying to learn this industry. So you stay afloat with all the changes, You learn and you earn together, and you belong to a community of like-minded traders. The truth about day trading, number 6, the real teacher is the market. Not one single person, educational source, guru, or anyone could teach you how to trade. I can't stress this enough. A lot of the times we look to find somebody who say, hey, be my mentor. And what we really mean is teach me everything I need to know so I can make money and support my family. Now, the truth about trading is that doesn't exist. You could learn how somebody else trades, but you need to develop trading for yourself. You don't want to be given a fish, you want to be taught how to fish. Most of our successful traders, if not all, have gone through the program and they've learned this. They have to develop a method that works for them. We could give them the guidance, the support, the community, the materials, all the education, but at the end of the day, you have to learn a way to trade that's comfortable to you. Now that starts by following a simple strategy and evolving from there. And we have all of those resources as well. And that's also where the community comes into play, is to help you out as you build yourself up. But at the end of the day, the only real teacher is the market itself. And that reflects in our pricing model. Rather than charging upfront massive fees for education, we charge a monthly fee so you can get started at a low cost. And as you build, the fees don't increase. They stay at a monthly price. That's the unique part about TRADEPRO Academy, is that we charge less on a monthly subscription basis so you can keep the rest of that capital and use it to provide for yourself and your family. The truth about day trading, number 7, it can be done. It's not something that's impossible. On a daily basis, we have traders coming in who are brand new, and almost on a daily basis, we have new traders who are finally hitting profitability and seeing the light. How long that takes is up to the individual. It depends on what level they commit, how much time they commit of themselves, how much they apply the material. Because here's the truth. Behind the door, when you subscribe and you open up the portal, there's going to be a lot of information that you have to start going through. And some get scared by that because they were looking for some more unrealistic expectations of becoming millionaires overnight. Others say to themselves, look, I'm new. I expected there to be a learning curve. Let me commit, create a schedule, and go through the content. But the fact is this, the more effort that you put in, the bigger opportunity you give yourself to be profitable. So if you're willing and ready to get started in a new career with trading, we have every single resource for you in the TRADEPRO Academy membership, and we're here to support you and provide you access to our community, our strategies, and all of the resources that we've built for you on the back of my experience starting trading in 2001 and a lot of the other traders who have gone through our program. So I want to finish it off on a positive note and tell you this. Trading is possible for a career, and it's an amazing job. You could travel, work from anywhere, work as little as much as you want. Most of our traders in the community work only 2 hours a day and are able to extract real-time profits. So let's get started on this journey together and join the other traders of TRADEPRO Academy who have accomplished the feat of becoming a trade pro. All you have to do is commit and take action. The hard work is already done for you. We've taken care of it. You just have to jump on board and give yourself a try. I look forward to celebrating your journey to success.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and now you know how to start day trading and treat it like a career. If you like this video, click the subscribe button for more great content. To get our 6-lesson free training, click here to download and get started now. That's all we have for today. Until next time, manage your risk and trade like a trade pro. Take care and goodbye.